Good morning. So today is daily attendance, June 1st. We will have Teams meeting tomorrow. I will be putting up and scheduling that later on today. We probably start at 9 o'clock and then we have I'll probably do English 145 first and then English 133. So probably English 145, 9 o'clock, and then English 133. English 145 at 9 o'clock and English 133 at 10, okay, for tomorrow. It's not Tuesday. Today's Tuesday. Okay, so for tomorrow, which is Wednesday, all right? For those of you who have class, I understand. For those of you who don't, I highly encourage you to join me. I will have a meditation session afterwards. So we will be doing meditation, okay? What else? So this week is our finals week, okay? Because next week, which is your finals week next week, I think, right? I think it's next week. That way you can do your finals and we'll be done. And next week we just sort of clean up. Okay. So this week is our finals week and this is your final. Okay. So for English, 145, you need chapters 6. Okay. So do chapter 6 for English 145. You guys know the drill. I don't want you to write everything out. It just sort of seems like, I'm very grateful for those of you who did it, but try to do copy and paste or try to like screenshot, and then you can use your editing tools with the screenshot. So try that. If there's no other way you can do it, then do written, but it just really, let's work smarter, not harder, okay? And it's about getting your stuff in, and hopefully, that you read and you went through whatever you needed to go through. You have to do all the practices, all the exercises, the drill. When you guys, contact me and say, what do you want me to do? That just tells me that I don't know where you've been all term, all right? So you have to go through the chapter and you have to do whatever it requires you to do. It asks you to do certain things and make sure that you read the instructions appropriately. Like, I had some students that they're like, well, how are we going to do the survey? You didn't read the instructions correctly, because it doesn't require you to do a survey. It just tells you if you were to do a survey, okay? And that's really important because that's how the questions for your test are. You need to be able to read the instructions appropriately and understand what the question is asking us, okay? So it's part of you developing your skills and being able to appropriately read and follow instructions, okay? That's what this course is about, to be able to read, follow instructions, up your reading rate, and be able to acquire the knowledge to be able to present it, okay? So very elaborate, even though you don't think so. So English, so I don't know what I said, but anyway, so English 145, you need to do chapter 6, and then English 133, you're going to do chapter 5, and this is what you're going to do for chapter 5. You're going to do all the vocabulary and all the vocabulary enrichment, and then you're going to do the vocabulary lesson, and then the vocabulary lesson, and that is 234 through 236. So you don't just do 234 through 236. You do all the vocabulary enrichment, and then the vocabulary lesson on page 234 through 236. So that means you need to go through the chapter and see where you have your vocabulary and see where you have your vocabulary enrichment. So English 133 is chapter 5 for your final, and English 145 is chapter 6 for your final, okay? And the links are not up there yet for the final, but I will be getting that up. So we have Teams meeting tomorrow. This will be your finals week. Your discussion board is up. There's a video there that I love, okay? So, and if you've had me, you're probably going to have to, discuss it again. So make sure you view the video and then discuss it, and then discuss it with 2 other peers, okay? For those of you who have not done your discussion boards past week, I highly encourage you to do so. Please get that done. I have not graded your past assignments. I will be grading that probably today or tomorrow, but it'll get done this week, okay? For those of you who are coming up and telling me that there's no button on the midterm, no comment. All right. So, and for those of you who I approved because life happened to you, I still have those pending. I graded some of them, most of them, but I still have my laggers, right? And so I will be grading that as well, okay? So we will be having a Teams meeting tomorrow. There's discussion board that you have to comment for this week. There's also a discussion board that you have to comment from past weeks if you have not done so. This is daily attendance. This is finals week for us, so this is going to be your final. Final for English 145 is chapter 6, and final for English 133 is chapter 5. Make sure you take notes for English 133 so that way you know which ones to do. Vocabulary, vocabulary enrichment, and vocabulary lesson 234 through 236, okay? All right, if you guys have any questions, feel free to text me. Remember that texting through Teams chat is easier and faster for me, and you will get an immediate, I swear to God, an immediate response unless I'm driving or in the bathroom. I do go to the restroom, all right? Or that's probably it, okay? But other than that, I will text you immediately. If you are texting me through Bubble, or if you're emailing me, the email will be the fastest through those two, but the Bubble will take a while, okay? So don't be calling my director and telling him that I have not responded. All right, because that just means that you have not listened to my instructions and you have not seen my videos, and I don't appreciate you, overstepping me when you haven't even truly contacted me, or just contacted me once after like 3 weeks of no contact and want me to contact you immediately. Okay, so be mindful of that, okay? And be respectful. You guys need to, I'm preaching to the choir, so for those of you who are watching this video, this probably does not apply. This is just for very few of you, okay? So you need to text me if it's an urgency, okay? If it's not, then you need to wait, okay? And if you Bubble me, I might get to it or I might not. I mean, I will get to it that day, but if anything happens, or if you Bubble me right after I've done all the answers, because I usually get for bubbles like 25 bubbles, okay? So if I go and respond for the 25 bubbles and then you Bubble me after that, I'm not going to answer those bubbles till the following day, because I have a lot of grading that I have to do, and then I have emails, and then of course I have Teams chats. So so be mindful. Don't be saying that I don't respond. I'm probably one of the only teachers that respond instantly, okay? So anyway, another thing, I think that the evaluations for instructors are probably out, or maybe they were out, so let me know. And if they were out, I should have told you this before, but make sure that you write comments on it. If you really liked the online, make sure you mention that, because if not, you guys, or the people that are coming after, you're going to have to go physically to school. But I think the online has really worked. I've gotten a little bit of criticism through my YouTube, but the YouTube is a great platform to do this. So if you have enjoyed YouTube and you have enjoyed our interaction, and it really has been an amazing interaction, please state that in your evaluations, okay? Because the people that don't like YouTube are really loud, even though there's 1 or 2, but I have like 300 students. So make sure that you're loud too if you enjoyed the YouTube, okay? So that concludes it. Have a super week. If you need anything, let me know, and I will see you tomorrow for Teams. Namaste, love and light.